They sprinting away from the 1200 metre marker. Not a bad beginning. Hail Columbia in the all red as well positioned shortly after the start. Brunilda is right there. And going around them, Kingston Rock now goes off to lead it. And on the outside is Fred. So Fred is back in second position. And then we follow Chief Officer. Swagger Jaggers on the inside. They're followed further back by Canadian Bolters on the inside. Then we drop back to Chatton's Keeper, about 5 or 6 lengths off the leader. Further back is Purple Persuasion, and then we drop back to Tromso, and then comes Tarzan, who's one of the trailers, at the back into the future. As they turn home and Kingston Rock brings them in. On the outside is Fred, towards the inside Brunilda. Hail Columbia's got about 4 or 5 lengths to make up, 2 off the right hand side, and is going to have to start picking it up because coming under big pressure is Hail Columbia. Towards the outside is Fred, down the inside Swagger Jaggers running on. Coming to the last 200, it's wide open. Swagger Jaggers coming strongly on the inside. Towards the outside Kingston Rock running on the inside is Tarzan, but Swagger Jagger won it. Photos for second, running on nicely also into the future. We'll go back for the minors. Number 1, Swagger Jagger for Drakenstein at 11.50. Nati Kotz and Muzieni win it, and they win it well. The second position gets very tight. Let's see when we come to the second placing. It will actually go to number 6. And that is Kingston Rock. Third, I went with number 11, was also involved into the future. And that fourth position is also very close. Involved there is Tromso, number 5. And on the outside, also Canadian Bolt. Tote favourite, number 4, came under early pressure, Hail Columbia, and was never looked like winning when they turned into the home stretch. So here's Swagger Jagger, the path 4 coming well, and goes on to score to record its second win for Mr. Van Skalkwyk, bred by Highlands Farm, and they win race number 4. Back to the studio.
Number 1, Swagger Jagger, who's owned by Ian van Skalkwyk, but has carried the Drakenstein stud colours to victory. So a good race for them and a good race for you and your team, Nathan. Congratulations to you. This horse has won well.
Yes, thanks. First of all, thanks to Mrs. Rupert for sponsoring the race. Very nice of her. Nice to have a win in her colours. And then obviously a big thanks to Ian van Skalkwyk. He stuck it out with me with this horse for a while. He lost his way a bit. We gelded him. He seems to come back to himself. And I'm sure he's got another one in him, especially out of season.
Nate's his 13th start today, so he's lightly raced in the sense he's just had the 13 runs. He's now notched up his second win, and certainly reason to press on with him, and he's won a good race today.
Yeah, he won a very good race. I thought it was quite a competitive field, and which it was, and just well done to all concerned, and thanks to Mr. Van Skalkwyk and the breeders.
Yeah, Highlands bred this path 4. Just a couple of other runners still to come. You've got, I think it's 5 Fairy, is it, in the next? And of course, Merlin from Berlin. How are you expecting them to perform today?
Fire Fairy, she seems to be better on the poly, but in saying that, she's always had hassle, excuses when she's been on the grass. But I think she's got a small each way today. It's a competitive field, but she has got an each way. And then Merlin also, drop in trip, but I think it also he's a runner there. He's got each way chance there.
Well done, well done. The stable's firing, and keep up the good work.
Thanks very much.
Lovely. Let's have Muzi into the...
Just thanks to Moose for a great ride. Thank you.
There we go. Moose, well done. Congratulations, and you've booted this home for Mr. Ian van Skalkwyk in the Drakenstein colours. As I said, the script couldn't have been written any better. At what point of the race, or what point in the straight did you think you'd be hard to beat?
Well, I was concerned in the pens. He stood for so long and he started sitting down. Thanks to the handlers pulling him forward, releasing back gates because he was sitting on the gates. I just wanted to kind of stand properly so he can get a good break. 1200, can't give away starts, and it looked like quite a competitive race. And I didn't want to lose my draw. But I managed to spring out well, and last time he took a bit of a hold and the pace made him unsettled. And once I felt I was in rhythm, I hadn't done anything just apart from get him into a relaxed position. I always felt like he could fire away, and I waited for him in the straight. He quickly found his feet down on the inside. When I started putting a lot of pressure on him, he looked to get out a little bit, trying to hang out a bit, but he always felt in control.
Well, that's encouraging and that's positive because, as I said to Nate, lightly raced this horse and I think placed correctly. They'll have some fun with him and he should be able to burgle another one.
Yes, it's all about handicapping these days. Placed well. I think if he plays around between the 12 and the 14, I'm sure and keep a competitive rating, I'm sure he'll pick up another race or two.
You've got some competitive rides today. Zagara a bit later on, Merlin from Berlin.
Yeah.
You know, you're always competitive, but let's hope we see you again. Who do you think would be your next best?
I think it's quite close between Shake Storm and Merlin from Berlin. Shake Storm, you never see a third reserve coming in, but he's coming in, and don't leave him out. I think he'll go very close. And Merlin from Berlin, obviously his best distance is 2.4, but he's also been very competitive over 2,000 meters. I'll make him a big runner as well.
Well done, Muzi. Always a pleasure chatting.
Thank you very much. Well done to Mr. van Schalkwyk. I don't want to leave any of the partners out. And a huge initiative by Drakenstein Stud to be sponsoring and supporting these type of events. Thanks for the support.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Wonderful. Muzi Yeni, I'm sure we'll see him later. He's not done. What's...
And I want to thank Computerform and Teletrack.com.
Computerform and Teletrack.com. Those are the guys that sponsor Muzi Yeni. Let's hope we chat to him a little bit later on today. He's got some fancied rides. And let's see how it goes. But that's Swagger Jagger, the Path Fork, bred by Highlands. Well done to you, Ian, and well done to Drakenstein Stud. Yeah, as I said, the script couldn't have been written any better. You've won your own race. A winning groom, well done to him.